Now let's start the georeferencing the decimal degree and raster data here. Okay, first let's set our coordinate system and we choose GCS 4326 and apply OK. And we can maybe we can add a shape file here, district Aceh GCS. We can load it here. And first, let's load to our canvas, our data frame, our decimal grid .g pack. Okay, so it is the information that the unknown special reference for our GPAC. Or maybe we can click here properties and you can see that spatial reference undefined and unknown. So now let's process our, okay, I put this to my second monitor. You can do the same. It's up to you. Then we click zoom to layer. Now this is the georeferencing toolbar. If it is not available here or if it's not shown, just right click here and check georeferencing. Okay. If you can see here, I have now extensions. I'm not activated or install any extensions, so georeferencing is built in or maybe our basic tool for our GIS. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, we will register the intersection point E, east and north, or N. The intersection point here, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth point is to confirm, to make sure. So let's click at control point here. Now I will use my scroll in my mouse to zoom in, zoom out, and panning. So I don't use this anymore. So just first you zoom it and okay. Let's snap it. Let's make it close, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, and we estimate the middle of this intersection. Let's call it maybe here. Okay, that one. Oh, yeah. This one. So right click here or anywhere after we click this number 1 shown. And we right click here, right click and select input X and Y. Okay, remember the comma here for decimal, but here 1994 point or dot, we use dot here for decimal, we use comma here for decimal because I'm using Indonesian local system. Okay, no problem. Now for X, this is X. East is X. Y is north. So just type it 94, 300 or maybe just 3, it's okay. And for this one, 4, 600. Okay, there is one. Let's open the link table here. Now we have point number 1. This is point number 1. And now we go to point number 2. Yeah, this is point number 2. Here, this point number 2, and zoom out. And we right click here, input XY again. And we put here for X 101, 200. Okay, and this is again 4, 600. Okay, now it's gone. Now it just sit where it belongs. Now, no, don't worry, just right click here and click zoom to layer. Now it looks good because now it fits. We need only 2 points to make the ArcMap intelligently guessing where is our GPEX or on the earth. Okay, for maybe this is enough, but I don't think so. For the best practice is we using 3 or 4 points to register the georeference raster to becoming georeference raster. Okay, now let's shoot the 3rd point right here, and we right click here by input XY, and again 101, 200, and the Y and the north is 0, so this is equator. And okay, nothing happened. If you think it's enough, that's okay, but I will put another one, the last one, the 4th one, the 4th point. Click here, the 4th, and right click, input XY, 94.300, and this is 0. And okay, let's see the options. Okay, now when I update georeference, let's see. Now these both are inactive. And let's take a look at our Windows Explorer again, the decimal degree one. We will see there are 2 fresh file edit here, the JPEG AUX and JGWX. Okay, what's this? Let's open it with Notepad, but I'm using Notepad++ here. You can use the original Windows Notepad, no problem. Now this is it. So this is the extent of our georeferencing here, and here grid JPEG out. Let's open with Notepad. Okay, now this is the information. All right, we use GCS, we use the the extent, and everything. So what it means. Now let's refresh the Georeference, and we right click and properties. Now we can see here the coordinate system is shown. Okay, this happens because of these two files. But I don't like this. This is not a good practice. For the best practice is we can export it to TIFF format. Okay. Now we will export it to TIFF format here. TIFF. And let's say, okay. I mean, let's rename it first by hit F2 and copy. And now we repeat the export data here, and we choose TIFF, and we browse the location. This is section number 7, Raster. This is on Georeference, and we will make a new folder for Georef. Okay, and we click add. We click add. Now it's there, Raster and Georef, and the name, and we paste for this name that we have copied, paste. We delete the JPEG, the .jpeg grid, but in the end, we add kind of georeference, maybe, or georef for short, just to identify this raster is georeference. Okay, and we can click. So for others, we can leave it default, and we can click save. Yes, no problem. You want to edit? Yep, okay. No, this one is the georeference one. This one is not. But actually, the JPEG now is georeference because the help of these two files. Okay, let's check it again, and we refresh. There, Georeference, click properties, and it's there. Now take a look at, let's check in our Windows Explorer. Wow, so many files there. Okay, no problem. Now, let's close our raster first, but not the factor. Remove and remove. And we refresh everything. This is still georeferencing by the help of two files, but this one is not. Okay. Now, we will delete this file except the TIFF one. Okay? Except the TIFF one. To make sure that the TIFF one is embedded by the register point. Select all and hold Control in your keyboard and click the TIFF file there, and click, and we hit delete. Now it's only TIFF file here. Now let's refresh again our catalog here. Refresh the raster, Georef, refresh. Now let's check the properties again, whether this is georeference or not. We will see the reference is there or not. Yep, it's there. Okay, without any other files to help registering, the geotiff itself is embedded by the spatial reference after we export from JPEG to geotiff earlier. Okay, now let's drag it to our data view. Now create pyramid. The pyramids is to make it faster. Pyramids allow for rapid display at varying resolution, so it helps us to speed up the display when we navigate through the whole raster. When we zoom it, when we zoom out, or we pan it, the pyramids can help this. Yes, you can see that as sketch or maybe index, so we click OK. Now one file will be added here when we click yes. When we click yes here, one file will be added here. Okay, just click yes. Now see, so the OVR file is added here for catching or pyramids method to speed up the exploration or navigating our raster. Okay, that's one. What about Georef? Okay, remember this is still the DD1, the decimal degree, that it has XY coordinate information with the assistance of these two. Now let's delete these two files. Aceh North Sumatra DD, Aceh North Sumatra DD, Aceh North Sumatra DD. This is the MS now, so it's not included here. So for this, let's click delete. Let's go back to our ArcMap. And I click refresh. Let's click refresh. Now, DD, when we check again for the spatial reference coordinate by click properties, now take a look at the spatial reference. It's referred to return to undefined and unknown. Okay, it returned to the original one, not like geotiff here. So I think you can understand that. Okay, now let's save again our XD. We call it georeferencing rasters and save. Okay, I think that's for georeferencing with the decimal degree grid information. Thank you.